Welcome. So in this video, we'll be going over bad debts recovered. So what are bad debts recovered? So this is when you are a bad debt and you are written off by the company. So the company will write you off as a bad debt because you didn't pay back the amount of money within the required period of time. So if you're required to pay within 30 days or 60 days, you didn't pay within that required period of time, so you were a bad debt. However, this means when you are written off as a bad debt and the company writes off your debt, and then let's say 10 years or 20 years later or 5 years later, you come back and you say, hey, let me actually pay you back that money. Okay, so this is also dependent on time. So this doesn't mean that you buy something on credit and then you pay back, then it says bad debts recovered. So this is only specifically tailored to people who didn't pay within the required amount of time. They were written off as a bad debt, and then later on they came back and they paid back the money that they owed. So sometimes they only pay 10% of what they owe, 50%, or even 80%, and in most cases they pay 100% of what they owe. Either way, they are going to be recorded as your bad debts recovered. So in this case, we will create a whole new account, and this account will be your bad debts recovered account. So this is an income account. So once you receive, it doesn't matter the amount of money, but once you receive money from a previous bad debtor, you will credit that money into a new account called your bad debts recovered account, and then you are going to record it in your bank or cash account. So this is basically how you are going to deal with your bad debts recovered. So we are not going to deal with your bad debts account. Okay, we're not going to deal with that because you're already written off the bad debt. So it's completely written off. It's in the past and we do not deal with it anymore. And we're also not going to deal with your accounts receivable account because we already taken that out of the accounts receivable account. So everything has already been dealt with here and we do not involve these two. So they are completely separate. So once you deal with your bad debts recovered issues, you only focus on this. So you will credit your bad debts recovered because now it's an income, okay? And then you're going to debit your bank or your cash account. So this is just a simple way on how to deal with your bad debts recovered, and I hope this helps. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.